Hi dear Pisces, my name is Marina and today I will present your monthly horoscope for the period between the 22nd of July and the 21st of August. Basically during this month we have the transit sun in your 6th house. So on the 22nd of July the sun enters Leo and your 6th house. And this is quite a big shift for you because 6th house is about some serious stuff in our life. During the previous month, the sun was in your 5th house, so it was more about entertainment and love and, hobbies and, just some positive things that you do by personal choice. Now when the sun enters your 6th house, it's more about the things that you have to do, that, some kind of obligations, some kind of responsibilities. And this is a time when you may need to be very strict, in terms of the routine things that you need to do, to organize the working process, to focus actually very much on your work and obligations. And we also have Mars in Leo in your 6th house because Mars entered Leo actually on the 20th of July, and the sun will join Mars in your 6th house, and it means that you may need to put a lot of efforts in it, to work hard for something. You might be very from one side very inspired, very confident to do something, but you may also be very impulsive. You may take some reckless decisions. You might be impatient, unwilling to wait a little bit. But definitely this is a time to take some actions, to start doing something real. And we also have a new moon on the 23rd of July, which is again in Leo in your 6th house. So that's a wonderful time to start something new. For example, to find a new job, to find a new career, to start a new business project, to start something independent also, because Mars is the planet of confidence, taking risks. So now is the time to take some risks related with your work, with your career, the plans that you are making in this area. Okay, next we have on the 25th of July, Mercury entering Virgo and your 7th house. Mercury is the planet of communication. Mercury is related with, contacting with others, getting in touch, receiving information. It's not an emotional connection. It's not about, feeling something together with these people. It's more about, chatting more or sharing some ideas, an intellectual communication. And 7th house is also related with other people, especially those who are close to you. So this transit is actually great for communicating more with partners, finding new partnerships, receiving information from others. For example, asking for some advices is a very good idea when Mercury is in your 7th house. Okay, and then on the 31st of July, we have Venus entering Cancer in your 5th house. And this is a very positive transit because Venus is the planet of pleasures, entertainment, positive emotions. And 5th house is also related with this beautiful side of our life. That's why you may find more joy in your life. Even some romantic meetings or communications are more favorable during this period. Falling in love is also a possibility for you during this period. If you're an artist or if your work is more creative, then Venus in 5th house is also a very beneficial transit for you. And then on the 3rd of August, we have Uranus going retrograde. And Uranus will be stationary on the 29th degree in Aries, which is in your 2nd house. And we know that when the planet is stationary, this is the time when the energy is so concentrated and intense. And speaking of Uranus, we have to expect the unexpected. So all kinds of surprises are possible, some shocking, some exciting, some interesting, but in most of the cases, it's about some changes. And second house is about your resources, material belongings, you know, some stuff that you have, including your money. And when Uranus is stationary and turns retrograde, you have to be careful with your finances. For example, something unexpected might happen. For example, you can lose some money, or on the other hand, you may have a new idea how to earn money. Of course, it depends on your personal horoscope, but generally speaking, you have to be careful with the area of your resources and the financial decisions that you will take around few days around before and after this day. And after that, on the 7th of August, we have a full moon and also a lunar eclipse in Aquarius Leo, which is in your 6th and 12th house. And the difference is that we have a lunar eclipse when there is a full moon and the nodes are joining the sun and the moon. And we know that the nodes bring some karmic events and processes in our life. And these are things which are, you know, life-changing events, things that will affect your life during the next 6 months, in some cases up to 3 years. And you can make a change related with your work. In your case, this is the time when, for example, you may realize that you're ready to separate with something, for example, to quit your job because you want something different, even to change something related with your health or your habits, your routine things. And generally speaking, these changes can be very long-lasting for you. And finally, on the 12th of August, we have Mercury going retrograde. Mercury will be stationary on the 12th degree in Virgo, which is again in your 7th house. And as usual, the retrograde period is 3 weeks. During this time, you should be careful with your relationships and communication with others. This is not a positive time for starting new relationships, or, you know, for getting married also, for all kinds of partnerships actually, especially something important and you would like to last longer. But on the other hand, it's a positive transit for restarting some things that come up from your past. For example, to contact with someone that you have been in a romantic relationship previously, someone from your past, or even, you know, if you don't initiate that, for some of you, other people can come from your past, you know, they can call you, you can meet them by accident or for some other reason. And restarting these relationships actually is a positive thing when Mercury is retrograde. But otherwise, you know, the new projects, especially with partners, are not so beneficial for these next 3 weeks. And actually, these were the most important astrological events. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have some comments, please leave them below. And I will wait for you next month again. Bye.